up, Outdoor Addicts? We came out hunting this morning around the same spot that we hunted last night, and we walked up upon, what was it, maybe 2 or 3 does, and I took a shot at one, and I ended up getting it, and I'm quite excited to see where exactly I shot. Also, another nice doe was still standing there, and Cody took a shot at that, so we got to do a tracking job, and hopefully we can find it.
She was using the my
custom liquid Graphix muzzleloader. Love it. First deer I've actually shot with it. I don't get to show this one off as much as I can because there's not many people that hunt with us during muzzleloader.
What do you say, about 100 yards from this spot is where you hit the one last night. She knocked it down. We went back and reviewed the footage, and unfortunately we noticed that she hit the top of the back.
Yep.
Like literally the top of the back without touching the spine.
It was all hair.
Blew the hair right off. Not a speck of blood. We searched through the clumps of woods over there and through the willows and couldn't find nothing. Nothing but hair. So hopefully that deer makes it and heals up. But I bet it has a heck of a backache this morning. So it was a doe fawn.
It's a doe fawn.
Nice shot. Just like we thought. I was pretty sure she...
Oh, that's exciting.
Yep.
Good.
Perfect shot. As soon as I seen that doe Steph shot, the smoke cleared. It didn't run 8 yards and it was starting to get lower to the ground. And then it just flopped over. I was pretty sure it was a heart shot.
Well, it makes me happy that it's not a button buck. And I did one heck of a good shot on it.
Yep.
Good.
A little redemption from last night. Steph was a little uncertain about herself. She's a great shot. She's just got to be... Big thing is to be confident in your shot.
Definitely got to be confident. I'm not used to open sights.
That's a lot of people. A lot of people these days are really not used to open sights. We've got all these fancy scopes.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people don't muzzleload around here. And that's one thing. In Minnesota, you have to use open sights during muzzleloader unless you have a eye condition of some sort or you're older. So you just gotta practice and be confident in that shot and squeeze that trigger. My wife's really into the whole blood thing. That's what she does for a living. So
I love it. Good shot.
Yeah, you know that's a good shot. You know that was either a heart or a lung. So.
Yep. This is my first actual kill with my muzzleloader. I am actually quite excited. This is awesome. This whole hunting season we've been seeing some big bucks. It's been an amazing season with the whole bow and rifle. But it just came down to it that I had to shoot a doe. We wanted some meat in our freezer, and I figured I'd like to fill my tank for once. And I got this doe, which is awesome. It's my first deer that I've shot with my muzzleloader, so that's even more exciting. And I did an awesome shot. So we got some tracking to do, so stay tuned.
Well guys, Steph just made a good shot on her deer. She made a little redemption from last night. Last night we were sitting on a grub pile back here, and we thought she made a pretty good shot. The deer dropped. We'll show you that footage right now. The deer dropped like nothing. We thought it was done for. 10 seconds later, it gets up, runs away. You could tell we knew we hit it in the back. I'm pretty sure it was a yearling. We had a really nice mature doe coming up behind this grub pile we're sitting on, and she was within 10 yards, and I was trying to tell Steph to get her gun up, and by the time Steph grabbed her gun, she knew what we were, and we were not fitting into this grub pile very well. So,
well, plus it was kind of hard because we had the 3 fawns out there staring at us every movement we were making.
That's kind of the downfall of going out and sitting in the middle of the open, but we have not been seeing much deer around our deer stand, so
no,
we had to get out and try something different. I've been seeing probably 10 to 15 deer out here in this corn stubble every night. After we reviewed the footage, it was definitely a back shot, but it totally missed the spine. Not a drop of blood. So we're going to come out here this morning, as Steph said, and search for that deer just in case. She dropped her deer. Now we're going to see if I hit mine, and looks like I must have hit it. I'm not sure what this exactly is, but it's a liquid or fluid of some sort. It's definitely not red blood. Might be a gut shot, which is not what I was going for, but that's what happens when you kind of do a last second shot. And now we're going to look for it, do a little tracking. So we're not even 10 yards in from where I shot. Here's some more sign. We got some hair in there, some blood, but it's definitely mixed with some gut shot fluid, stomach fluid, pretty sure of that. I can see up ahead we already got some more signs, so we've seen where she went in the woods. Hopefully she just laid down. That's one of the big things, you know, even if you knew where the last sign was, keep track of that spot, because you're going to have to go back to it sometimes, and keep an eye on where your track is going, because all of a sudden you come to nothing. Well, then you rework your way back to that spot and pick off where you left off. And deer?
Yeah, it was a deer. I seen the whitetail. Oh, there's blood, babe.
Okay.
Right here.
Yeah.
She'll quit running. She's right behind that big popple.
Steph found blood. This is right where she came in at. She heard her running. Now we got to try and finish her off and put her down nicely.
Oh, she laid right here.
Blood and stomach fluid. We got really good blood here. She stopped again and stood there. Really good blood. There's another patch about a foot around, another 10 yards up. So yeah, she's hit. She's bleeding really good. Now we just got to come to the decision if we're going to hold back and let her bleed out some more and lay down, or keep pushing. Sometimes if you don't keep pushing, they could just keep going and going and going. And opposite, sometimes if you keep trying to track them, they're just going to keep going and going and going. But I think we're going to move forward, see if we can get up on it, put a finishing shot, and tag this deer. The blood's getting really dark here. We got a big chunk of something. Tell it's really thick blood right there. Still bleeding really heavy though. I don't know how this deer is still going. There's blood splattered everywhere. Every log is coated with blood. We've had foot round circles of blood, probably 10, 15 of them. And it's still going, so that's unfortunate, but that's the way it goes. Try to make the best shot you can and go with it. There's blood rubbed on everything. We got blood there still. We got fat tissues here covered in blood. Fat tissues about 20 yards up ahead hanging in the trees. There's blood rubbed across every log. I must have been a little bit low. But the way she's losing blood, she really should be going down. I think we're going to slow down here, maybe get a couple more guys after a while and come back out. It's like a shower head. There's blood sprinkled everywhere, and then you get these few big spots where it's been dripping. There's a couple, probably 3-4 cups sitting right there, soaked into the ground. I really don't want to keep pushing her. Hopefully it just lays down, and nothing worse than losing a deer, so. Oh, sounds like we're going to take a little break. We're going to go take care of Steph's deer and let this one hopefully bed down and bleed out. It's got good blood. There's blood everywhere. I can't see us not getting this deer, but we're going to give it a break and maybe it'll sit there and tense up and bleed out and give up. I hate to let a deer suffer like that, but that's just some of the things you run through. Deer hunting, you know, you don't always get that perfect shot. And this one's bleeding. It's bleeding like a son of a gun, but obviously not enough. So we'll go take care of Steph's deer, and we'll be back after a while. Well, we waited about an hour and a half. I got the mighty hunter with us now, my dad. So we're gonna hop back on the blood trail and see if we can pick this doe up, find her somewhere. Hopefully she bedded down and bled out, and we can tag her and be done with the season. Well, this is where we left off about an hour and a half ago. We got Dad probably 30 yards over there. We're just gonna keep sweeping on the trail and hopefully find it. We've been doing this for 150 yards already. There's that much blood, and there's blood pools everywhere. Holy smokes, Dad. Wow.
Oh!
This deer should not be going. That's a good 5 feet of gut right there. Okay, if you can get a shot. Yep.
Deer down.
Deer down.
How did she ever run that far? She had so much blood and gut.
Holy smokes. How far do you think we've tracked this thing, Dad? Half mile, yeah, at least. There's been so many big splatters and puddles of blood, it's not even crazy.
It's not even funny.
It's not even funny, it's just absolutely crazy. You know, like I always tell everybody, if you can't find a deer, that thing was piled up into a clump of shit. We were literally 10 feet away from it before I seen it.
Nice doe.
That's a nice doe.
Yep.
A strong one.
Yep.
Yep. Strong will to live there.
That's where she's losing everything, right through her belly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hit her low.
Yep.
Well, when she took off after I shot, it was like I didn't even touch her, but then we went and double checked and there's blood everywhere, so.
Yeah.
And that's where I hit her. She was bleeding a lot, but it just was not a good shot. That sucks that this doe had to travel so far and had to suffer for so long, but the good thing is we found her, we put her down.
Check out liquidgraphixtrf.com for more hydrographic customization.
This episode of Up North Outdoor Madness was brought to you by H&S Construction, K2 Coolers, Towtector, UNOM Aerials, Kenkatch Tackle, Back 40 Wildlife Management, Liquid Graphix, Fish House Supply, GlowMaxx, North Country Outdoors Radio. Subscribe and join the adventure. Up North Outdoor Madness, the best sickness you can have.
It's an addiction that goes deep inside.
Why do we do this?
Because we have Up North Outdoor Madness, an addiction to the outdoors.
Whenever we have a waking free moment, you can find us in the woods